Hey guys, let's bring Spain into my kitchen. It's Mandy and I'm making foods from around the world. Hey guys, it's another episode in this series of making foods from around the world. I have loved this series. I'm learning so much and tasting so many things that I have never even eaten, much less cooked, and I'm doing it all here in my kitchen. So it's summertime and the sun is hot and the veggies are ripe, and in Spain, you know that this is going to be on the menu. Today, I'm going to be making gazpacho. Gazpacho is a cold soup made of raw blended veggies. And I have certainly never eaten gazpacho, never eaten a cold soup. I haven't even thought about a cold soup. Gazpacho originated in the southern regions of Spain, and you can see gazpacho eaten all during the summer months because it's so refreshing. And so since it's summer here, since it's hot, the veggies are ripe, I thought this would be something great to try for this challenge today. The best part about gazpacho in the summer is that there's no cooking required. You're going to need some ripe tomatoes, a green pepper, a cucumber. You're also going to need an onion. You can have red onion. I prefer the yellow. And we're going to need some garlic. We're also going to be using extra virgin olive oil and a vinegar. You could use sherry vinegar, or I use red wine vinegar. And we're going to be adding in some cumin. I'm going to be serving mine up with some sourdough bread. We're going to be starting by cutting up this small yellow onion. The recipe called for a red onion, but I saw a lot using a sweet yellow onion, so that's what I'm going to use today. I am having this recipe. The recipe will be linked down below, but we're just doing half of that today because that's all we're going to be needing. We are going to be blending this up, so we don't have to have real fine dices on this, just so we can get it in the blender. So I'm just going to do a coarse chop. We are going to need one small bell pepper. I am having this again, so I'm not going to use all of this. And again, we're putting this in the blender, so I don't need to make it a fine dice. Next, the recipe calls for one small cucumber. Well, this is one of the larger English cucumbers. It's seedless. So I'm just going to do like that much. I'll save that. And I did see where it was recommended to peel your cucumber for the gazpacho because you don't want it to have that overly powerful cucumber skin taste. It can be bitter sometimes, so I'm going to go ahead and just take the skin off like this. Calls for 2 cloves of garlic. I'm going to do 1. Get the skins off. And I am going to cut off that little part at the ends. Well, this is supposed to go in a blender or a food processor, and I really only have this magic bullet. So since I'm halving the recipe, I'm hoping it'll fit. We're just going to go with it. Yeah, I don't have a blender or a food processor. So we're going to put all of this in here. Okay, here we go, about half full. Now we're going to work on our tomatoes. The recipe calls for 2 pounds of Roma tomatoes. The Roma tomatoes at my store were not ripe, so I went ahead and chose these. These were much riper. So I'm going to Get my tomato in there. I'm gonna make sure, cut that core out. Okay, I have one more tomato to go, and this is pretty full, but what I saw in a video was to kind of just mash this down in here, like this, to make room. So that's what I'm doing. I did make some more room. Okay, I managed to get all my veggies into that blender cup. So now we're going to add a few more ingredients and then I'll show you what we've got. Okay, again, I'm having this 1.5 tablespoons of olive oil. 1. Just a little bit more. 1 tablespoon of red wine vinegar. The recipe called for sherry vinegar. I don't have that, so the next best thing that was suggested was red wine vinegar. Now we're gonna do 1/2 teaspoon of salt, 1/4 teaspoon of black pepper, and 1/4 teaspoon of cumin. Now that I have all of those fresh veggies, oil and vinegar, seasonings in my blender, we're now going to just blend this up. Look at those colors. I am so intrigued by this. Wow. It's all blended up. The recipe now says to let this chill for at least an hour, so we're gonna get this into the fridge. Right, here is the gazpacho. Once it has chilled, I'm gonna just pour that into the bowl. If you wanted it a smoother texture, everything I read said just put it through a mesh strainer, but I'm gonna leave it like this. I'm gonna garnish with some fresh cucumber and a nice piece of bread for dunking. Wow. Let's give this gazpacho a taste. All right, we are gonna give this gazpacho a go. It's cold soup, y'all. I've never had cold soup. But let's give it a taste. I've got some with a little bit of a diced cucumber on top. That is really good. It threw me off at first because it's cold and it's soup, but it tastes like summer in a bowl. You can taste all the flavors and the tomato with the onion and the garlic, but then you add in the green pepper, the cucumber. Wow. That's good, y'all. So, first time making food from Spain. First time making cold soup. First time making gazpacho. It's great, guys. If you want a light and fresh vegetable soup that's not hot on a hot summer day, that's just so refreshing, you need to make some gazpacho. All right, so there we go. There was Spain. Very interesting dish there. I really like that one. We have done some wonderful meals on this series, guys. I hope that you're enjoying it like I am. They're great. And I'll leave the playlist listed down below. I've done India, England, Italy, Germany. Try it out. Let me know what you think. We have 5 countries left, you guys. So let's see where we are making food from next. Next time, I had a feeling this was gonna be the one. I don't know why I thought that this morning. We are gonna be making authentic food from China. If you've got a favorite authentic Chinese recipe that you'd like to see me make, please leave that listed down in the comments below. As always, thanks for watching. Thanks for coming to my channel. Give me a like, guys. It helps me out so much, and it's a wonderful way to support my channel. Subscribe if you've not already done so. And until the next one, guys, bye.